Greetings, dear suckers. My name's Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And welcome back to Look Outside, where we're starving, we're exhausted, and we lost an arm, and we don't give two shits. We do give one shit, though. Also, you know, this. All of this. So, you know, things are getting a little bit exciting as of late. Oh, another cleaver. Hello. Are you another one of the cult guys? Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, Jasper, here you are. I believe you are Joe Bob, yes? I've heard a lot about you. Have you now? Fancy that. I am Jasper, leader of the astronomers. We seek 4 offerings for the visitor. 4 Oh, you're giving him offerings now, are you? Yeah, this is sounding more cult-like as we speak. 4 depictions of the visitor. Images, writing, anything. We are so close to a breakthrough. I believe there's still time to save mankind. Bring them to me, and you may join in our communion. Oh yes, this is not sounding like a cult at all. A colleague, Edwin, lives in apartment 31. I believe he has something we may need. A colleague, huh? I was under the impression that he was a lapsed member of your little club. If he's even still alive, that is. He gave me this key for safekeeping. It may lead to a clue. Receive telescope room key. I thought I said telescopic for a second. That would be odd. Either interpretation, whether the room is telescopic or the key is. Never mind. Really? I have no way of asking him how the fuck he's heard of me? That's the very first thing I would have asked. I mean, as far as I'm aware, there was no way to get to the bottom floor until I opened it. And even if there was, it's been less than a day since I first encountered any of you. But something tells me he isn't talking about hearing about the brief encounters I've had with the other members of his little club. After all, he claims to have heard a lot about me. I haven't told them a lot about me. In fact, I've simply been asking questions. So who the hell have you been hearing it from? Or what, for that matter? I guess I may never know, because I have no ability to ask, because this character is stupid. Why should I help you? This is our only chance. Is it? The visitor's gaze is upon us. More like the visitor's gaze. It slowly makes its way through our cosmic neighborhood. Soon, it will be gone. Forever. Forever. Good. I hope it fucks off. Our civilization is tearing itself apart at its passage. And for what? Nothing? Yeah, nothing. Is that so hard to believe? If we establish true contact, then we can understand. We can make sense of all of this. Oh yeah, That can't possibly go wrong. Surely no one has ever regretted trying to understand incomprehensible eldritch horrors from beyond the stars. Surely. We have lost so much already. When all is over, it needs to have been for something. Does it? Please, help us give meaning to this. Oh. So you're doing all of this because you are desperate to believe that there is some fairness in the universe? That there is reason behind all of this? That there is meaning to all of this? That's what you're risking all of this for? That insane wishful thinking? How wretched. How pathetic. I called you a cult before. And this is the very essence of a cult. Distilled into something truly, plainly wretched. Tell me about your cult, then. Our venerable founder discovered the visitor months ago. Her form warped and her sanity declined, but she still managed to bring us together in the name of science. In the name of the visitor. Oh yeah, that's a very auspicious start to a scientific group. That's certainly a trustworthy bedrock. She is unable to lead us now. We carry forward her will, in her memory. I can only hope that, if we succeed, a small part of her will feel relief. In the name of science, huh? But no, you aren't scientists. You're cultists with advanced degrees. The visitor responds to those who observe it. You must gather witnesses to its form. Artifacts that hold the visitor's image. Bring them to us. It is our hope that such artifacts will help the visitor understand our thoughts. We hope to truly commune with it. Sure. Do you have any actual reason to believe this will work, or are you just hoping? Because the very foundation of your whole worldview is purely wishful thinking. And I have no reason to believe that anything else has sprung from it. I've had a vision of a prophet, his mind long gone, his last coherent thoughts, a written testimony to what he witnessed. Oh. You've had a vision, have you? Lovely. Do you have any conception of where that vision came from? Are you even curious? That is the first virtue of rationality, after all. Curiosity. Alright. Attack, maybe. But no. It's not worth the trouble, and he might be useful to me still. Oh well. Huh. Fleshy plant-like growths that haven't spread to the rest. That's interesting. Maybe he's been keeping them in check. What a truly wretched individual. Look, there's another one of those spiders. You weren't there before. Whoa. Maybe this is where all the extra growth from that other door went. Locked, naturally. Mailroom office. Where's the female room? Some nice stationery. Oh, including letterhead paper and an envelope. Nice. Yes, I'm aware. That should be everything. disc with a picture of the sun. Ooh, wow, 5. The image of the planet Saturn is etched onto the door handle. Okay. Locked. This is some sweet fucking music, isn't it? That's awkward. Oh shit, damn it. Didn't mean to do that. See ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya. Ha! Eat shit. Oh, hi. Matt's fish and chips, huh? You're not gonna... Oh. Well, they sure seem... Are they gonna attack me as soon as I go up to them? No, okay. We've been meeting here for... I'm not going to do unique voices for all of these people. I would die. We've been meeting here for coffee every day for the past 10 years. A little apocalypse won't stop that. Ha ha. Fair enough. Though I have no idea how Clemence drinks hers. I think she's just acting it out for our sakes. Hi, Lisa. My whole family's gone mad. I'm the only one that kept it together. Maybe I'm going to go mad too. I hope not. We're all mad down here. Ah, yes, I see. She doesn't have a fucking mouth. She gives you a slight nod with a clawed foot, located roughly where a head should be. It seems like she can't talk. That does not surprise me. Hi. Hi, Kilroy. Ooh. Wallet. Sweet. Finders keepers. Losers sweepers. I have a friend with an apartment in the basement here. Normally we have coffee together, but he hasn't shown up since this all started. Your friend's dead. Seems like the basement level is sealed, and the landlord has the only key left. I'm a bit worried that he's stuck down there. A pulsing mass of organs sits at the table. An enormous beating heart where its head should be cranes towards you. Hi, I'm Ghislaine. How you doing? Since becoming a sapient mass of guts, I've come to understand a lot about physical ailments. I even started a blog about it. It's called Insides Out. Ha! Cute. The biological machinery exposed for all to see. I mean, it's a bit disgusting, sure, but it's also beautiful. Yeah. I mean, I've got a whole set of, like, my own internal organs preserved in a whole system of jars and stuff, and it's quite something. Goes well with my severed head and my flayed skin. You can practically hear the churn of... Why is the music changed? You can practically hear the churn of peristaltic motion from here. Isn't it neat? That's the sound of life, baby! Anything you want to know about physical ailments? Ah. Bit late for a tutorial, but alright. Poison. Poison deals a little damage over time and lasts for a long while. It's best to have antidotes handy, or it could drain your healing. Okay. How about bleeding? Bleed drains your life for a little while. It's usually caused by slashing effects. It can get worse if you receive repeated bleeding attacks, turning into Bleed 2 and Bleed 3. Oh dear. They're not even... Okay, why even have the tutorial be from an in-universe NPC and be sort of... what's the term? Not eidetic, or something like that. Whatever, you know what I mean. If it's just going to be blatantly game mechanics, that's a bit... That seems a little daft. But alright. Bandages will heal one level of bleeding, and balm will cure bleeding completely. Sure, I guess that makes no sense whatsoever, but alright. Alright, stun. I think I can probably guess the mechanics here. Stun will prevent you from attacking for 1 or 2 turns. It's often caused by crushing attacks. Oh, just attacking? When you are stunned, you are unlikely to be stunned again for a few turns. Yeah, pretty standard mechanic. Alright. Wish you had clarified about the whole being unable to attack thing. Can you still use items? Or for that matter, skills that don't directly attack? If there are any. Paralysis. I assume this is the unable to do anything at all one. Prevents you from acting, yeah. So if you have a thespian in your party, he's fucked. For several turns. It is often caused by shocking attacks. So if someone suddenly flashes you, you'll probably get this. Once paralysis fades, you gain immunity to it for the remainder of the battle. Okay. Makes sense. More. I don't know what physical ailment more is, but alright. Acid. This will cause you to hallucinate. Acid softens your defenses and increases all damage taken. I assume you're repeating it. I assume you're being redundant, and those aren't somehow 2 separate things. It is often caused by acid attacks. No! Really? I thought it was caused by fire attacks. Well, I guess fire and acid have similarities, but never mind. Using a balm will cure acid. Okay. I get that. Kind of? Well, it half makes sense anyways, which is better than it curing bleeding. I would think that if you wanted to stave off bleeding really effectively, you wouldn't use a bandage or balm, you'd use a tourniquet, but never mind. Speaking of which, did I put a tourniquet on that open wound of an arm? Or something like that, because I really hope I haven't just been bleeding out this whole time. I mean, maybe the mouth was generous enough to heal over the wound after it ate it, but I doubt it. Sleep. Sleep is a physical ailment? Well, yeah, I guess it is. I mean, sure, it's an intended function of a person's biology, but it still does debilitate you for like a third of your day. Quarter for me, but never mind. Sleep prevents you from acting for several turns. Receiving damage has a 50% chance to wake you up early. I feel like something like unconscious or some such would make more sense there, but okay. After awakening from sleep, you become more resistant to it for several turns. That's funny, normally when I wake up, I'm less resistant to going back to sleep. You can also take smelling salts or a stimulant to wake up quickly. But if it prevents you from acting, how are you supposed to do that? I mean, you can give someone else those, sure, but I don't think you can take them. Unless you can, somehow. But that's just poorly worded. Honestly, a lot of things in this game have been poorly worded. I feel like English might not have been the first language of the people writing this. Anyway, burn. Burn is a side effect of fire attacks. No. It deals damage over time. It can be cured with balm. For fuck's sake! What the fuck kind of balm are you guys using? I mean, sure, I guess enough balm could potentially drown out the fire, but you'd be more effective just fucking slapping it, honestly. In fact, who the fuck is just going to continue acting as normal and not do anything about being on fire? But no, it clearly makes more sense to use some of your balm to put out the fire. Obviously. Balm just seems like their go-to choice for solving everything. Blind. Is this also solvable with Balm? That sounds very painful. Blind sharply reduces your accuracy. You can use eye drops to take care of it. I don't know if that makes sense or not, because I don't know what causes blindness. No, on second thought, regardless of what causes blindness, I'm not certain that makes sense at all. Medication will also work. Yeah, just generic medication. Makes sense? Anyway. Infection/disease. That seems a bit broad, but alright. I feel like a lot of the things prior qualify as disease, but alright. Infection can be caused by some monster bites. If not treated with disinfectant, it can turn into disease. Disease sharply reduces your strength, and may take several days to clear up. You can cure it with medication. Again, just generic medication. But in this case it actually makes sense because it's treating generic disease. So, yeah. That makes perfect sense. In that neither of them makes sense. Constrict. That's less an ailment and more a state of being, but alright. Constrict deals high damage over time and sharply reduces your agility, accuracy, and attack power. Oh, that's it, okay. Nothing about how to counter it or anything, just, yeah, if you're constricted, you're fucked. Anyway, alright, frozen. I was frozen today! Frozen prevents you from acting for several turns and increases damage taken. There is a chance it is removed upon taking damage. Yep, that makes sense. It makes perfect sense that being entirely frozen just, you know, increases damage taken a bit, prevents you from acting and all that, you know, nothing to do, none of the, you know, horrific effects of freezing your blood cells, causing them to tear open your veins and leading to cell lysis, otherwise known as bursting, which is exactly as bad as it sounds, more even, actually. But never mind. This is generic freezing, which means everything's made up and nothing matters. Anyway, thanks. All of this information will be very helpful when I encounter none of it, because I never actually get into fights. Anyway, don't forget, you're a pile of guts too! They're just more covered than mine. Take good care of them. I think they're a little bit more different than that, but alright. Yoink. Just casually stealing. Ooh, anxiety meds. Just casually stealing your medical supplies, as one does. Hey there. Hooded creature. Oh, hey! You're a smaller version of that weird hand creature from earlier. The strange creature is ignoring you. Tap a finger's shoulder. You tap its shoulder. Hey. What? You want something? Did you come from that bus? What gave it away? The hand thing? The dialogue option, actually. Nothing gets by you, man. You wanna hang out? Sure, why not? Okay. I'm Emmanuel. Emmanuel. Cute. So, what's up? How you doing? Could be worse, I guess. Well, yeah, but that tells me nothing. Could always be worse. Let's talk. Sure, what about? What happened to you? Guess. Turned into a bunch of hands. Yeah. Exactly. What happened with the bus? It crashed. I was in it, yeah. Why are you still sane? Who says he is? Guess I'm built different. Ha! Fair enough. Need anything? Nah, man, I'm good. Alright, good talk. Oh, hold up. Before you go, did you see any old audio cassettes? Had a bunch of these in a bag, but it got all torn up on the bus. I think a bunch of these idiots grabbed some. You know, the guys with the hands. Most people have hands. Like me. Don't know why they'd take them. It's not like any of them got cassette players. Nobody's got those anymore. Except you, apparently. Been playing this one tape on loop since. It's starting to drive me kinda crazy. Seems that's going around. I got some stuff from the bus. I could trade you for tapes if you find any. It's a long shot. They're probably gone forever. Why not use an MP3 player? Oh no, this might set him off. Sound just ain't the same stored on plastic, man. I beg your pardon? What the fuck do you think the magnetic tape in your cassette players is made out of? Fucking hopes and dreams? No, it's plastic film, you dumb bitch. Fucking weirdo. Also, these big fingers don't work so well on tiny buttons and touchscreens. But mostly the sound thing. Right. Alright, anyway, see you around. Tell me if you find some tapes. Okay, I probably won't, because that sounds like it involves fighting people. Anyway. I know what you're thinking. Wow, this guy's got a lot of eyeballs. It's not that many. I bet he can see real well. Bet he's the sight master. The vision president. He can see things you wouldn't believe. I mean, I guess he can see more around you, but how many eyes you have doesn't really have that much effect on how well each of them actually see things. Well, no, these eyes can't see shit. 48 useless, blurry, unfocused points of view. I can barely make out your face. Yeah, exactly. 48. That doesn't look like 48, but never mind. Doesn't matter how many eyes you have if none of them see shit. I mean, a lot of insects have like 1,000,000 eyes, and some of them see way worse than us. And the constant movement gives me motion sickness, and... yeah. Is that all you do all day, bellyache about your eyes? Anyway, an entire nervous system sits at the table. The brain... well, yeah, I'd be surprised if it was only part of a nervous system. That would be very strange. The brain wrinkles and pulses with life as the nerves wave and wriggle like the tentacles of a grotesque jellyfish. All jellyfish are grotesque. I'm Norm. You want to know about mental ailments? You're a mental ailment. Ever since becoming a big brain, people keep asking me about them. I guess I just look the part. I guess. I don't know anything about them. I just look it up on my phone. Fair enough. Looks like there's fewer of them. Oddly not including anxiety. Anyway, panic. Okay, hang on. Got it. It says, panic makes you lose access to your special abilities. That sucks, dude. You need those. Actually, no. I'm not certain I do. You want to have some anxiety meds on hand in case this happens to you. That should clear it up. You can use them preemptively for immunity to mental effects, too. Okay, and here I thought it was going to cure my, you know, anxiety. But that would be silly. Rage. Give the gift of rage. Oh, I saw this one earlier. Let me check. Yeah, there it is. Rage makes you lose control and attack enemies at random every turn. Phew, that's no good. What if you want to use some items? No thanks. Anxiety meds will cure this, and prevent it too. I assume, again, they're going to need to be applied either preemptively or by someone else. Confusion. I don't know. I know this one. Hang on. Confusion makes you attack at random and sometimes attack your friends. Imagine that. So it's like rage, but worse. That can really cause some chaos. Keep some anxiety meds handy to get rid of this, and use them in advance if you know this it's coming. Wow, anxiety meds really are just the miracle, just the fucking mental panacea, aren't they? Is there anything that's going to be not cured by anxiety meds? Is this just fucking sponsored by Xanax or something? Or the medical industrial complex as a whole? Anyway, charm. Ah, there it is. Ahem. Charm makes you act like you were an enemy. You attack your friends exclusively. Ah, so it's like confusion, but worse. Seems like a theme here. You might even use special abilities to hurt your friends, or help the bad guys. Wow! Stay clear from that one. Goddamn. Goddamn. That's the second time I've heard someone use that expression. Like any other mental status, anxiety meds can take care of it, and even prevent it if used in advance. Yeah, I noticed. Fear. Okay, this is one that maybe could be cured by anxiety meds. So it's gonna be the one that isn't. Fear. That's an obscure one, I think. Is it? I feel like fear is a pretty well-known thing. Let me see what I can find. Yeah, look, it's bad news too. It halves the strength of your melee attacks, so you better have a gun ready. And it makes you extra vulnerable to other mental effects. Yikes. Well, I don't exactly have the ability to use guns at the moment, but oh well. And on top of that, fear doesn't go away at the end of a battle. It sticks around. You need to return home to clear it up, or use anxiety meds again. What is with... Smell ya later, bro. Do you even have a nose? Anyway, what is with these fucking ailments and just everything being and just a bunch of different things being cured by the same thing, which doesn't really seem like it would apply. Bleeding, burns, or acid. Yeah. Make you more vulnerable to sleep. I guess that makes sense, maybe? I don't know. Yo, anyway. Gonna steal it. A cattle prod spear. Oh. A kettle prod spear. Powerful two-pronged skewer that uses batteries to deliver a powerful discharge. May paralyze enemies on hit. It's yours for 200 buckaroos. Battery powered. Battery powered what? Delivers an electric shock. An electric shock, rather. At least it's not an eclectic shock. That can stun, even paralyze sometimes. It's yours for 30 buckaroos. But what is it? You just said it was battery powered. Battery powered what? Anyway. Hi. Welcome to Mutt's Fish and Chips. Doesn't seem to be either fish or chips on sale at the moment, but alright. I'm Mutt. Please, take your time and look around. And please, feel free to ask about my special inventory. Oh my, you selling a happy endings here. Yo. Please make yourself comfortable. Mutt's Fish and Chips is open to anyone who can pay. Can I get some fish? A lot of fish. How about some chips? A lot of chips. Why is it called Mutt's Fish and Chips? A lot of signs. Fair enough then. Alright. I wonder if he's actually a lot of signs or if that's just interaction bait. Alright then. No refunds. All items sold as is. Whoa, my head. Alright. Bandages, tonic, smelling salts. Revive someone back to consciousness and can be used in battle. Also wakes from sleep. Wait, what the fuck does reviving someone back to consciousness mean then? Oh wait, is this the bringing someone back to life item? Right, okay. I guess that explains why they don't call sleep unconscious. Because they already call something else that. Throwing dart. Playing dart, good for throwing. I guess. 50 piercing damage. Knife meant for throwing. Deals 50 slashing it. Damn it. What? How does a dart do as much damage as an actual knife? Okay. Charge batteries can be used to power some small electronics. At $50, I sure hope that you get more than one use out of them. Pistol bullets, projectile for a crossbow. Interesting that they're worth more than pistol bullets. Flame bolt. Ooh. Acid bolt. Explosive bolt. It's okay. This crossbow sounds pretty fucking useful. A sturdy three-pronged pitchfork. Very sharp points. Why is it not showing up the comparative stats? Odd. That's it? Alright. None of these seem useful to me at the moment, to be honest. But selling shit, maybe. I have no idea what I should actually keep, though, so... Okay. Okay, I've got to buy this, because I have no idea what it is. And buying it seems to be the only way to do that, to figure it out. Stun baton. Okay, that's what it is. I assume it's a weapon? Yeah. Oh. Pretty good stats, and stun. Although, like I said, battery powered. Which hopefully doesn't mean it uses an entire battery. Now, how about this? Why is it not here? Oh, wait, hang on. It's probably because it's a two-handed weapon or something, and they decided that it would be a good idea to just, completely remove it from the weapon selection thing. Because that makes perfect sense until you think about it for 2 seconds and realize that that gives you absolutely no way to actually examine it properly. Oh well. Well, see ya, Mutt, Sut, and Fut. Damn. Oh, probably don't want to go out there. Yeah, fair enough. Ooh! Another disc just kind of hanging out here. Wow. I had to lose a fucking arm to get the first one, and now down here they're just fucking giving them out for free. Alright. Ooh, wrapped gift box here. This feels like a trap. Find wrapped gifts. Who would have guessed? Who knows what could be inside? Death, that's what. You unwrap the present. A set of pots and pans contain a frying pan, colander, and saucepan. Okay. That's odd. I'll, hang on. Hang on. What if I... Cutlery set. Okay, yeah. I suspected as much. It gives some sort of random set of items. Okay. I'll keep a hold of that for now. Just in case. Anyway, I should really get back to that, pipe woman. Shut up. Ooh, is that home free? Yep. Oh, kind of. Shut up. See ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya. Oh right, there's also these guys. I almost forgot about these guys. Yo. Awful. Terrible. What a world. Oh, you snuck up on me. I was musing to myself. I have a lot on my mind. I've seen you before. Call me Papano, resident custodial engineer. I'm afraid I may be the last of the maintenance staff remaining. We're facing a worst-case scenario. A Class K janitorial disaster. I am quite overwhelmed. Class K janitorial disaster, huh? What type of Class K disaster? Are you talking XK, NK, ZK, CK, VK, SK, LMNOPK, KK, KKK? I don't know. What a nightmare. What happened to the staff? Guess. The chief custodian, Gaston, is missing. He has a key ring for all the janitor's closets on him. Mine was lost in the turmoil. Arthur worked the residential floors. Jean-Pierre worked security. Brenda worked the boiler room. And Sylvain was our certified electrician. Sounds like quite a crew. All of them are missing. They may be dead. Or worse. Double dead. Although I do have hope. After all, the power is still on, and we still have hot water. What a nightmare. Yes, it's such a nightmare to have hot water. What do you do? I am a scholar of the custodial arts. Handyman, engineer, cleaner, caretaker, watchman. My responsibilities include the main hall, Mutt's Fish and Chips, the convenience store, the restrooms, and the laundromat. So you're the one I want to go to about the mess in the laundromat. Alright. I've dealt with everything from black mold to broken windows and even pest control. One must wear many hats in this line of work. You know, the color of mold actually doesn't have any real indication to the toxicity or danger in general of the mold. The whole black mold thing is complete nonsense. Now, obviously mold can be extremely dangerous, but the color doesn't matter. I mean, for one thing, mold can change color drastically based on a lot of factors. Very few of which actually affect the toxicity of the mold. But anyway. I'm questioning whether he doesn't actually know as much as he thinks, or if he is just paring it down for my sake. Because, you know, to things that sound important to the general populace. Anyway, need any help? I'm thinking you do. Do you know your way around a mop? I've used a mop. That's good. That's very good. I even have a couple, I think. Or at least one. I can't do this alone. I need to appoint you as Deputy Janitor. Will you accept this commission? I don't know. This is a big responsibility. I don't know if I'm ready for this kind of responsibility. But sure, alright. Excellent. Welcome to maintenance. Welcome to die. Our battle against chaos will eventually end in defeat, but our work remains vital. Our primary task is to retrieve a key to the basement. The landlord, Mr. Henderson, should have a spare. Again, Henderson, huh? Ah, who am I kidding? There's no way that's him. Anyway. Then, we need to restore the elevator. Its strategic importance cannot be overstated. Pray we find our custodial colleagues along the way. Okay. Huh? Oh! Janitor, welcome Puppino into your home. I did? What? Oh, okay. I guess I did. I just agreed to help with some custodial things, but apparently he's following me around everywhere now. Sure, okay. Are you also gonna follow me around everywhere? Oh, you're from floor 3. How are you doing? I'm Nestor. I think we've met before. Wanted to do some laundry, but there's some kind of monster in the laundromat. Okay. I noticed. All right, welcome to the party, I guess. Can you hold a gun? Joyeuse, Papineau's mop. Bears the mark of the legendary mopsmith, Mr. Cleaner. Joyeuse, huh? Name of Charlemagne's sword. Funny. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good. Actually, I think his attack is just pretty good in general. Hang on. Okay, yeah, you can use guns. Can I take that? Hang on. No, wait, it's a two-handed weapon. Oh. Got 4 times my levels. I don't think I was supposed to be down here at level 1. Anyway. Wait, hang on. I can't pass off the obvious trap headgear to him. Damn. Oh well. A thick, warm jacket with a plaid pattern. Why is it pronounced plaid anyway? Associated with lumberjacks. Yeah. And also lesbians, but much more loosely. Heavy-duty steel-toed boots. Grants kick ability. Yeah, those were often used by unions to beat to death anyone that wasn't cooperating with the union. It worked really well because they were well, work boots and weren't actually, and people didn't clock them as, you know, deadly weapons. Arrowed Sash increases melee attack by 30% but reduces maximum HP and maximum stamina by 20% each. I don't know how a sash can decrease your health, but alright. I can pass off the odd necklace to him, though. You have a bad feeling about it? Well, I don't have to wear it. Sucks to be you. Why was it so dark for a second there? Alright, we're off to see the world. Or rather, this one particular pipe. Hi! Fancy meeting you around here. Yo. It's this thing again. Like you're talking about some maid at the pub that you aren't a big fan of. You wonder if it's been following you. Hi again, friend! Not certain that's particularly accurate, but sure. Just to confuse the shit out of the lumberjack janitor guy. Are these the kind of friends you have? The creature seems excited. Hey. Ooh. Spooky. For some reason, you feel especially vulnerable as it stares at you. Okay. Were those teeth beneath the mask? I don't think there were, actually. Oh, maybe. Its steady gaze is fixed on you. More like its steady gaze. Are you shy? Not shy enough. Again, do you need help? What do you want from me? Are you lost? Oh, I was about to say, that was pretty non-committal, and then... But no, it was just slightly delayed. Are you shy? I can't tell if that was a yes or a no. I think that was it shaking its head. Okay. Goodbye, I guess. See ya. You're still here. You need something? No? Okay. See ya. Whee! Just gonna make it fall over from dizziness. No. Damn. Don't think that's gonna work. Okay, well. Huh? Visit Eugene's shop. Now open on floor 2, apartment 24. New stock added daily. Okay. What? Did the mask of that creature just appear in the stairwell? Is that like a visual bug? No, that's not even where it was on the previous screen. What the heck? Visit Eugene's shop. Now open on floor 2. Yes, I got that. Visit Oh, shut up. Now, obviously she's on the floor below this one, but that floor has a whole labyrinth, and I mean, it's not much of a labyrinth, to be fair. But I still don't fancy my odds of easily making my way through it. So I'm just gonna... Ah, it's you again. You have both the pen and stationery. Great! Push them into the pipe. Huh, I guess she must not be very far down in that pipe, or up rather, because of the way it's angled. Otherwise, yeah, with an angle like that, I wouldn't be able to push it very far in. It's probably for the best though, since pushing it back out would be tricky if she was very far in and it was angled the other way. Anyway, I got him! I have everything I need. Hang on, give me a few minutes. Sorry, I don't have any transferable time to spare. I'm done. Can you please give this to him? If you find him. Sure. I don't actually remember who it was that you wanted me to give it to, but alright. A lightly curved envelope is... Wait a second. This is Rafta saying this. Why is Rafta narrating this? Okay, whatever. A lightly curved envelope is pushed out of the pipe. It's stained with greasy fluid. Alright. Receive love letter. I hope I can see him again. I'm surprised. Yeah. Again, I'm kind of surprised that you can so easily write down up there in the pipe. But I guess love finds a way. A sealed love letter with a sealed letter with a little heart on it. It is addressed to Nestor. Oh, I do know a Nestor, actually. Wasn't he on the bottom floor? Anyway, since I've apparently invited you to my home, you wanna see my home? I don't remember inviting you to that, but the game certainly is convinced that I did. Anyway, here's my place. Why are you there and also there? And also, why can't I move? When you return home, you receive bonus XP and morale if your danger level was high. Okay. You were away for a long time. The danger was thrilling. Exploration bonus, plus 50 XP, plus 12 morale. I'm now level 2. Okay. Level 2 without fighting a damn thing. Sure. The little rat thing hops out of your bags and scampers off into your home. Man, it's been a while since I've been here. Maybe you should give it a name. It doesn't need one. Ha! Nah, no matter what it's called, it will always be rat baby thing to me. You know? Oh, welcome back. To save your game at your return from exploring, speak to Sybil. Yeah, that's not... Anyway. Home sweet home, eh? Maybe I should... I didn't realize this gave, like, bonus XP and stuff based on how far you'd been around... Based on how long you'd been out. I would have come back sooner if I had known that. You catch a roach in your house. Squish it, eat it. Pet the roach. Sure, why not? You gingerly pet its little grotesque head. Still don't think those are roaches, by the way. Home sweet home. You know what? This is as good a time to end the episode as any. A return to hearth and home. Well, actually, I don't know that I have a hearth. No, I don't think so. You move fast, by the way, Sybil. Either that, or you are very long. Or you've got really long eye stalks or something. Oh. Anyway, that's all for today. Next time, I guess we'll probably try and track down whoever Nestor is to give him the love letter. On the other hand, maybe I want to keep her for myself. Maybe I should just tell her, oh yeah, he hates you. Or something like that. So that I can be a shoulder for her to cry on. If she has tear ducts, if she has eyes. Anyway, well, probably has eyes, considering she was able to write stuff down. Anyway. I don't know if I can actually do that. Probably not. But I could, when giving the letter to Nestor, sabotage your chances with him so that I can swoop in. Mine is an evil laugh. Now die! Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. Anyway. Also, maybe we should check out that shop that we got a million advertisements for. I wonder how high a level I could feasibly get to just by, like, returning every time the difficulty maxes out. What else? I wonder what else does returning even do? Does it pass the time at all? Hang on, let me try. It's... nah, whatever. I think that's... Sure, let's save our game with Sybil first, though. Hello! Hello? How are you doing today? This morning, I heard a crash in the hall, and someone was stumbling around. I think they might still be there. They were muttering something about tooth pain. They didn't come close to my door, so I couldn't see. It is very close to your door, so be careful. I'll go check this out. You might want to bring something with you. What kind of something? A weapon, I mean. Oh, right. Don't worry, I've got loads of them. Way more than I could use. So, what's new? Anything interesting happened since we last spoke? A couple of things. You tell her a bit about recent events. Okay. So an eyeball opened where he cut himself? That's horrific. And his dream was about liquid pouring out of a tube? Whose was? Okay, I've gone through a lot since last time. I don't even remember what you're talking about. What if it's not liquid, but light? What if it's a telescope? Maybe? I don't know what that means, but sure. Why did I say that? Good question. Not a wise one. I think I did hear something large moving below. To think that was a monster chasing you. Don't worry, I wasn't very good at it. That jumpy photographer sounds like a strange character. I wouldn't get too close to him, even if he's friendly. But I guess if you need photos developed... Phew. So you've been through a lot, huh? Well, be careful if you go out, and, bring a baseball bat with you. Bye. Oh. I've got a little better than a baseball bat, but sure. Alright then. For real this time, without any further ado whatsoever. I have been Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And remember, dislike the video, unsubscribe if you're for some reason subscribed, and leave a nasty comment in the comment section down below. Fuck you all so much for watching, and so long. Suckers.
Okay,